My name is Michael. I will be y'all's skydiving instructor today. I'm teaching all this class to help me in my class towards my paramedic, so that's pretty cool. So just for, we're going to get a quick roll call real quick so I can make sure everyone's here. Based on the list here, do I have Joseph?
Here.
All right, Elizabeth?
Here.
Mom?
Present.
Dad?
Here.
All right, done. We got a full classroom today. I like it. Okay. Show of hands. Has anyone been skydiving before?
I have.
Oh, one person. Okay. I don't know why I was saying no one with a skydiving. Yeah, that's right. You've been skydiving. Okay. Only skydiving once, then?
Just once.
Once. Okay. Did you get hurt or anything?
No, thankfully no.
Good stuff. All right, and that is one of the wonderful things about skydiving here in the present day is that we have so many safety measures in place that it's very hard to get hurt. We'll go over that here in a little bit. So basically how this is going to go is we're going to go over the origins and history of skydiving. We'll go into some of the equipment that you need, and then a lot of the safety measures and protocols that are used today to keep people safe. Because if people were dying while skydiving, people wouldn't really be doing it now, right? Would they? Mm-hmm. Perfect. And then we'll also, that's right. We're going to do a demonstration of body positioning for skydiving. So we'll be getting a wonderful volunteer when that time comes. All right. Let's see. Next one. One second. This isn't working. It was working just a second ago. There we go. Oh yeah, this is what I just told y'all. We're gonna go over the history of skydiving, necessary equipment, safety, and body positioning. Wham bam. All right. So history of skydiving. Skydiving has its roots dating back to the early 20th century with the first recorded jump in 1919. So that is over 100 years ago that skydiving started. 1930 saw the development of parachute technology, which begs the question, they didn't have parachute technology before 1930. How in the world were they landing safely in 1919? Couldn't find an answer about that one. 1950, skydiving gains popularity as a sport. So before 1950, it was mostly used in World War I, World War II, jumping in behind enemy lines, so very military use for skydiving. And then after the 1950s is when people decided, oh, this is kind of fun. We're going to keep doing this. Present skydiving is refined with advanced equipment and safety measures in place, which is great because I would rather not die if I go skydiving. So like I said, skydiving traces its roots back to the early 20th century. First recorded jump took place in 1919 when Leslie Irvin made history by executing the first free fall parachute jump using a ripcord, which I guess is different than modern day parachute technology. Military quickly adopted parachuting during World War II, which accelerated advancements in parachute technology. Of course, whenever the military does anything, they have so much money going into it, they can just, take anything and make it better. By the 1950s, skydiving began to emerge as a recreational sport thanks to pioneers who refined equipment and techniques. I'm assuming some of these pioneers did not make it to very far after that. So some of the key milestones is, of course, 1930s, parachute technology saw significant developments. Okay, so on here, that's my bad, I was a little wrong. We did have parachutes in 1919, they just weren't the best. They weren't as refined as they are today. Probably had much less straps attaching to the parachute. Probably a lot of people were losing their parachutes, and that wasn't great in the middle of the air. Another thing that was huge was the development of steerable parachutes. Usually, whenever you deploy your parachute, you're just going straight down wherever the wind is taking you. Some of the advanced technology that's come out is parachutes that you're able to move around by yourself, which is pretty cool because then it allows you to land in different areas or avoid places where you don't want to land. Today, skydiving is a global sport with millions of jumps each year supported by advanced technology and rigorous safety standards, which is really cool. Cool. Any questions about this slide? Next one. All right, skydiving equipment. So let's talk about the, who would say, what is the most important piece of equipment for skydiving, would y'all say?
Parachute.
Parachute, okay. Any other guesses? Huh?
The helmet.
Helmet, okay.
The airplane.
Airplane. Ding ding ding, the airplane! You can't go skydiving without an airplane now, can you? You can skydive without a parachute. I just don't promise you're gonna land well. But you can't get over there without a plane, right? So planes are very important. Find yourself a plane, go up to your altitude you want to be at, and then you can jump. Good stuff. I like it. Mama thinking outside of the box. Wonderful. All right. So let's talk about the parachute. The most iconic piece of skydiving equipment, the modern parachute, consists of a canopy, which slows your descent by creating drag. It also includes lines that connect the canopy to the harness, allowing you to steer your control to descent. Again, that is really important. If you don't want to land in an ocean, you don't want to land in trees, or a highway, it's going to be really nice to be able to steer your parachute. Fun fact, the word parachute comes from the French word, the word parachute comes from the French words para, to protect, and shoot, fall. So protect your fall. Literally meaning protecting against the fall. Wonderful, right? Next piece of equipment we're going to talk about is the harness. This is going to be really important for keeping you connected to your parachute. The harness is what it's designed to distribute the forces of the opening shock and descent evenly across your body, ensuring you're secure and safe throughout the jump. So that's important, that it's distributing the shock. That way when you pull that ripcord and that chute comes out, it's not just on one specific part of your body, otherwise you're just going to rip in half. We don't want that. Distributes it across your entire waist, your legs, and sometimes your torso to make sure that you can land safely and not with no broken bones from any part of the fall. So another fun fact about the harness is the tandem harness system, which allows two people to jump together, was invented in the 1980s, which revolutionized skydiving as a sport, because previously it was just solo person, one person jumping, and so it was a lot less safe, because if you're jumping for your first time, you don't know what you're doing. It's a lot to take in as you're falling for your first time. It wasn't necessarily safe. So when tandem jumping was invented, that made it a lot more accessible for people who, weren't really going to make a big deal out of it. They just want to do it, one time and be done with it, and allowed for safer training to bring up, your new set of skydiving instructors or solo skydivers who are enjoying it as a sport. The helmet is another piece of crucial protection during the exit from the plane and landing. While skydiving helmets are lightweight, they're designed to withstand impacts and keep your head safe. Say mostly whenever you're exiting the plane, you don't want to hit your head on the plane and then, you're falling unconscious now. That wouldn't be great. The main purpose of the helmet. And then of course, if there's some kind of crazy landing on the ground, somehow you end up with your head down and you're landing head down on the ground, the helmet's going to help with that. Probably not a lot, but more than if you didn't have a helmet. Fun fact about helmets, skydiving helmets often come equipped with built-in communication systems, allowing you to stay in contact with your instructor during the jump. Your instructor or all of your jump buddies. That's how they are able to do these crazy, what do you call it, like
formation.
Yeah, I like that word, formations. How they're able to do all these crazy formations because they're able to talk to each other and decide where everyone's going to go. So that's pretty cool. Each piece of equipment serves a specific purpose that contributes to the overall safety and success of the jump. Without these advancements in technology, skydiving, as we know it, wouldn't be possible. Any questions about skydiving equipment? Cool. We're going to move on to skydiving safety. So, safety measures for skydiving is the cornerstone of skydiving, right? Because everyone wants to be safe. This is a sport. People go do it for fun, and I can't have fun if I don't think I'm going to make it out alive. So before every jump, you must perform a thorough pre-jump equipment check. This includes inspecting your parachute, harness, helmet, ensure everything's in perfect working order and you're not going to, discover any last-minute problems while you're falling from, 15,000 feet. Fun fact about that is skydiving has a surprisingly low injury rate, according to the United States Parachute Association. The chances of a fatal skydiving accident are about 1 in 500,000 jumps. So, if you're skydiving all year, I would prefer to want to go skydiving over 500,000 times, because one of those times might be your last. So, just keep that food for thought. It's crucial to follow the instructor's commands throughout the jump, from exiting the plane to deploying the parachute. Each step requires precision and adherence to the protocols. Modern parachutes are designed with a dual deployment system, meaning if the main chute fails, a reserve chute will deploy automatically, which is really great. So you don't even have to worry about, oh no, my first chute didn't fail, or my first chute didn't pop, I need to rip my other one. It'll just automatically do it for you. So another key safety deal. Any questions about safety? Yeah, by far the most important part is skydiving, aside from getting a plane. All right, so next, let's learn about body positioning for a tandem jump. Here in a second, I'll get a volunteer. So body positioning is essential for stable and controlled free fall. Because of course, when you're in the air, it's very easy to just go all over the place and lose control of yourself. The correct position involves arching your back, bending your knees slightly, and keeping your head up and arms out in a slightly relaxed position. The arching position helps you maintain stability and control during free fall, minimizing the risk of spinning or tumbling, which would disorient you very quickly. One of the most common mistakes beginners make is stiffening their body or looking down during the jump. This can lead to an unstable free fall, making it harder to control your descent. Relaxing during the jump is key, because tension can make you lose stability, and then it's going to make the jump a lot less enjoyable. With that being said, who will be my volunteer? Joseph? I love it. We have the joiner. All right, so I'm going to use you as our guinea pig if you want to lay down on this. And then lay down with stomach first, as if you're falling, right? You're falling, head that way. I think you can learn instructions. That's fine. Can you see him in the camera all right?
No, when you tip it down.
I can't tell because yeah, I can see him.
All right, so Joseph, you're going to arch your back. Put that down, arch it up, 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 up. You're going to bring your legs up. Bend your knees, bend your knees. Good, all the way, good. Right there, like that. And then bring your arms up towards your head and look up. Look forward. All right, this is going to be the correct positioning for a free fall. This is to where all the wind, you're building some wind resistance by putting your arms out. It's helping you to keep control of your arms and your legs. Also keeping your head up to help with your aerodynamics. Because otherwise, if you put it down, that's going to be. I saw. I should have added the diagram to how like the air goes around you in this. My bad, I forgot to do that. But it's really interesting, like watching the diagram of how the air like moves around your body and how like if you have your head down, it's moving around your head, which is causing you to like spin out of control. Versus if you have your head up, you have more control, and you have your arms that can position yourself. Thank you, Joseph, for being a wonderful volunteer for us. Much appreciation, sir. Any questions about positioning yourself for skydive? Mom looks like she has a question.
Like, do people need to have medical clearance, or do you have to be in a certain physical condition to be able to skydive safely?
Yes. So usually before you skydive, I believe you have to be under 220 pounds to skydive, as well as you can't have any like crazy medical conditions that could become a problem during your free fall. For the most part, a lot of skydiving agencies are really good at like accommodating different types of people, because they want everyone to be able to have that experience. For the most part, as long as you don't have any crazy like heart issues or anything like that, then you should be fine. Good question, very good question. Let's see. So thank you all for coming to my presentation. We're going to wrap this up with some fun facts I found. These are 5 things more deadly than skydiving in the US. Number 1 is driving a car. Actually, let's start from number 5 and we'll go to number 1. So I kind of spoiled it a little bit. So number 5 is choking on food. Choking on food is surprisingly dangerous, with odds of 1 in 2,696, still greater than the risk of a fatal skydiving accident. So keep that in mind next time you're chewing your steak and you're thinking, should I go skydiving? Just think that you could probably choke on that steak before you'll die from skydiving. Number four is falling down the stairs. I laughed when I saw this one. I'm like, okay, so you're either falling from 15,000 feet or you're falling down the stairs. Like, apparently that one's more dangerous. The chances of dying from falling down the stairs are approximately 1 in 1,600. So watch your step. It's not gonna be great. This one, I'm sure y'all already guessed, this number 3 is being struck by lightning. Believe it or not, the odds of being struck by lightning are about 1 in 15,300, or 1,500 feet, 1,000, I don't know, y'all get the number. Making it statistically more likely than skydiving fatality. Wonderful. Number 2, anyone want to guess number 2?
Sharks.
No, that's funny though, thank you. She says that because I'm afraid of sharks, but that's fine.
Drowning.
Okay. Drowning! Elizabeth for the win. Ding, 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 ding. Drowning is number 2. The odds of dying from drowning are about 1 in 1,133, which is still higher than the risk associated with skydiving. Number 1, y'all already know what it was. Driving a car. Driving a car is the most dangerous, more dangerous than skydiving. The odds of dying in a car accident are approximately 1 in 103. That's insane. That's insane. My jaw dropped when I learned that. That's far riskier than skydiving. Matter of fact, that's the most risky on this list. So you're more likely to die on the way to the airport than you are to die falling from a plane. So, all fun facts. Hopefully this gives y'all some confidence in skydiving. Good tips. Hopefully you all do it because it is amazing. At least do it one time and you can't go wrong. Any questions? All right.